Everybody, welcome to Week 14, Module 14 for ME 171 Design Developments. Within this module, we'll be dedicating our time to our group project presentations. So within this module, groups 1 through 5 will be going on Tuesday, and groups 6 through 10 will be going on Thursday. Then the following week in Module 15 for Tuesday, the remaining groups 11 through 15 will be presenting. So I'll go over that detail and break down the schedule as well within this overview. The bookkeeping art for this week, you do have your final quiz number 14. This is essentially just your peer review. So you'll be reviewing yourself as well as your team members for your participation within the group project. This will be due on Friday by 4 p.m. So again, the main thing for this week is going to be your group project presentations. So reminder as always, I do have my office hours scheduled for after class on Thursday from 11:30 to 12:30. If you're unable to make it during that time, please send me an email, a message, or a chat on Teams. We'll find a time that does work for both of us. Also, the TA does have office hours on Wednesdays from 10 to 11:30 a.m. So if you have any questions related to grading, homework, exams, group projects, the TA is the one who does the grading, so please use this time to message him with those questions. So let's take a look at our semester schedule. You can see we're wrapping it up here with our Module 14. So the two lectures this week, on the 4th and on the 6th, will both be dedicated to your group project presentations. On Tuesday, groups 1 through 5 will be going, and on Thursday, groups 6 through 10 will be going. And then our final Module 15, there's just one lecture that week on the 11th, and this will be your groups 11 through 15 that will be presenting during that time slot. So just to review again, I know we went through this in lecture last week, but I want to go over our grading rubric for our final project. So below is the rubric that we'll be using here. So this is what the grader is going to be using for what you turned in for your final report. Introduction, statement of need, your design overview and statement, your performance requirements, reliabilities, your safety requirements, the component overview and material selection. Then a large portion here is going to be dedicated to the individual detailed component analysis. This is the FEA for each of your 5 parts. Then we'll have a section on your cost requirements, industry standards and government regulations, your manufacturing requirements, sustainability requirements, then your conclusion, future work and feasibility, references, and then a little bit of bonus if you guys went above and beyond at the grader's discretion. So again, this was the format for the write-up, so I'll still be expecting to see all of these things in your final presentation as well. Not in as much detail, but I do want you to discuss all of this information within your final video presentations. So for your final presentations, I'll have this rubric up in front of me, and I'll be grading through as you guys are presenting. So for the content within your presentation, it should be similar to what you have within the report that you turned in, not in as much detail, but you still do need to cover all of these areas within your presentation. So within this, I'm looking, do you have an introduction? Do you discuss your statement of need? Do you talk about the design overview? You talk about the performance, the component overview, component analysis, cost requirements, industry standards, manufacturing requirements, sustainability, conclusion, including your future work and feasibility, and your references. Now for each of these, I'll be grading this based upon novice, competent, proficient, or perfect. So within that, I'll be looking at the grading of these, and this is the grading breakdown for each of those right there. Novice, considering you just didn't even include it at all. Competent, you have a little bit there, but not much. Proficient, you barely met the minimum. And perfect, you included everything that we're looking for in that. So that'll be the first part of how I'm grading your presentations. The second part will be on your organization, your clarity, your creativity, the length of the presentation, do you stay within the limits, and the visuals. Is it appealing as we're going through? Do you have some good graphs? All of that stuff. So all of this is how I will be grading for a total of 210 points right there. And I'll add it up and you'll get a percentage for your final project presentation. So there are 3 lectures left within the semester, and for each of these 3 lectures, we'll have 5 groups presenting. So you'll have groups 1 through 5, which are color-coded in red, presenting on the 4th. These are groups 1 through 5. Then in green, we can see here for these groups here, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. These will be presenting on the 6th. And then our groups 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 in blue will be presented on the last week, our Module 15, on Tuesday the 11th.